Hello and welcome in to this edition of the Wildcat Weekly Coaches Report here with assistant men's soccer coach Alex Ponce. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So Linfield comes in off a tough loss to Willamette over the weekend. It was right there neck and neck all the way through. Linfield had the first goal, Makai Schreiner with his second of the season. Willamette came back and tied it up, and then right there, right before the regulation buzzer went off, gives up a goal. What are your thoughts from that game and what was really tightly contested all the way through?
Yeah, we knew versus Willamette being a rivalry game, we're going to have to, show up from the beginning, and our boys did that and got a goal very early in the game. Didn't really change our plans. We were still trying to hold strong defensively and look to, punish them on the counter, and as well as being threatful on set pieces, which, scoring our first set piece, we were just a threat going in through the rest of the game. But at the end, losing in that fashion is very difficult to take, especially because we've kind of been on the other end a couple times, kind of winning on golden goals and whatnot. So for us, we're just taking it as a learning experience, taking the anger, going into training, working hard, and getting ready for these next couple games.
So is that really the message when you talk to your guys, you've been on the winning side of it, now on the losing side. How do you really adjust? And with training this week, is there anything that you guys do particularly different than you would based on any other result?
Not too much. I mean, we talk about playing a full 90. You can start strong. You can take on the game at half, and then coming out strong in the second half, which we did. But it's a 90-minute game. And I think we just lost our focus. And with how hard we played, it was a lot of tired legs out there. But it was a great goal. We reviewed it in video. It was something that we looked at on what we could have done differently. But in the moment, it was tough, and the guys definitely felt like it was more than just a normal defeat, just considering it was a rival game. But since we've had that game, the last couple of days of practice, we can really see a difference. And bringing it at practice, we know that the guys will definitely bring it in the rest of the week going into the games.
So the other thing, too, that's frustrating not only to you guys but to supporters of the team as well, it seems like you guys are right there in every game. They've been super tight, whether they've got the win or lose, whatever it may be. Can you take any consolation in the fact knowing that you guys are right there competitive with all the teams in the conference? There's only been 2 games this season with a losing margin of more than 2 goals.
For us, we felt last year that we were competitive with every team, based on just how, the whole season turned out, and going into this year, we thought no differently. We were right there, just, a couple mistakes here and there, lack of focus. Those are all fixable mistakes, which are good for us. But in the end, it's trying to play a whole 90 minutes is definitely our goal moving forward.
So the schedule turns over now. We'll face all the conference teams a second time, and kind of looking at the next 4 games, 3 of those will be at home. Very tough competition coming in, but home games. What are the most important things that you're looking to make sure that the guys know about here going into the second half of the season facing these teams again?
Well, first thing is we know that we just played these guys not long ago, so for us, we don't really need too much of a scouting report on their style of play. So for us, in a way, we kind of feel like maybe we could have a little bit of an advantage making some changes, but it's easier said than done. We definitely have to do it on the field, but we're definitely feeling like we're just right there with these teams, and I think playing them right after we've played them is probably a better opportunity for us to really come out there and show them that we're a different team as of 2 weeks ago, and I think our guys have definitely bought into that.
So then do you take it as a positive? Puget Sound will be here on Saturday. Pacific Lutheran will be here on Sunday. Is it kind of nice? Again, like you said, you guys just saw these teams within the last 2 weeks. Nice that you don't have to worry about dealing with a bunch of other teams before you get to face them again?
Playing against Willamette, being a travel partner, playing them at the end of the first half definitely gives us that bit of energy going in the second half, because we always show up versus Willamette. Every year I've been here, every game I've been here. I think it's been like a 1-goal game. So for us, Willamette being as strong as they've been and us always showing up, we feel that we can do that with every team. So we definitely have that in the back of our minds.
So the Wildcats this season kind of right on par with where they were at about this time last year, right in the middle of the pack, not too far away from the top, but not also too far away from the bottom. Do you like where you guys are at so far? Obviously, you'd like to win more games, but at least from a talent perspective and what you've seen from the guys, have you seen some good things that you're looking forward to here in the second half?
Oh, absolutely. We're definitely excited about the second half of the season, and we talked about it after the Willamette game. We were obviously down and feeling sorry for ourselves of the game, but looking at the big picture is now we're starting a new half of the season. You know, in a lot of maybe other conferences in the country, you only play everybody once. So for us to really do twice, you know, it's definitely something that we're ready for and looking forward to. You know, considering where we've been as a program, you know, being where we were as we were last year is great, but we're striving for a bit more. And I think, you know, knowing that ahead of time, I think our guys are just buying in a bit more and more as the season has gone on, especially the first half of the season, that our guys are just really excited to play everybody again.
Well, thank you. And now looking at the weekend, the Cats will take on Puget Sound on Saturday. That'll be at 2:30. The second game of a doubleheader, the women will play at noon. And then on Sunday, taking on PLU, which should be a very tough contest. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.